Hi everybody, it's Claire from Handmade at Hudson's.co.uk, and today I wanted to show you items that I've made using this stamp set. So it's Swirly Bird and also the Swirly Scribbles framelits. As you can see, I have been using these a lot, and my stamps are also well loved and are falling apart, so I will need to re-stick those. So I'll just put them in some hot water with a little bit of fairy and that will fix them. So this is a gorgeous stamp set. There's 24 stamps and it makes quite a random lot of different things. So we've got sails for a boat, we've also got a nest, we've got kites, got pinwheels, we've got leaves, we've got branches, or we've got flowers, we've got eggs, we've got random bow tie, we've got a flag, and this random dots which I've been using as snow. So let me bring you my first item. So my first item links on from my last video, which was around the cookie cutter Christmas. So I have made a little box using the gingerbread man from the cookie cutter Christmas, and I have made a swirl with a real red, and then I have decorated the sides and the bottom using the snow. I think that's really rather cute, and I will be making some of these for Christmas for money for people which are very boring. So the window box framelits are retiring, or it was last chance to buy. Swirly Scribbles are retiring and the gingerbread man retiring, and actually the gingerbread man, which is from Cookie to Christmas, I've used the gems here, if you can see here, and these are the faceted gems, and these are also retiring. I think they are really rather cute. So moving on with the wreath theme, I wanted to show you something that I'd made the Cookie to Christmas, but some of this has retired. So I got the sentiment for this ages ago, and I've made this a while ago, so I've got snowflakes from somewhere else as well. But so we've got the cookie cutter reindeer in the centre, we've got the wreath in red, real red, time to set the holes in real red, we've got snow on the crumb cake using the craft white ink, and then we've got it on a red card. And so I also made some other wreaths. So here we've got Merry Christmas from Star of Light, which is also retiring. I used a retired holly punch, but any sort of holly would be perfect. And then I'm using the retiring Softly Falling, which is one of my favourite embossing folders. I'm so sad it's going. It's definitely staying in my craft stash, and I think that's really rather cute. And then my next wreath, you would have seen a number of these cards. So I've got Have Yourself a Merry Christmas, that's also from Cookie Cutter Christmas. I've used the punch to punch out the little berries and stuck that onto a garden green swirl, and then we've also got real red edges around the side, and we've got the burlap ribbon which is carrying on, and then we've got the gold thread, and I can't remember whether that's carrying on or retiring, but it's perfect to add a little bit of oomph to a card. And then I brought in another wreath, but this one is for a new baby. So this is Sahara Sand, Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue and Very Vanilla. And I simply stamped and masked the nest, then I stamped the eggs after I've masked the nest, and then I stamped the birdie, and then fussy cut that out, and I think that's really rather nice. I think that's really rather cute. So that would be perfect for a new baby, and of course you can change up the colours to make it more boyified, or you can make it neutral. It doesn't have to be, oops, I'm knocking it, doesn't have to be Flirty Flamingo, it doesn't have to be pink. So my next card is in Sahara Sand as well. So we've got Whisper White with Sahara Sand swirl, and then we've got the roses, and then we've got the basic adhesive sequins. We've got Happy Birthday from the Cake Soiree set. So that's retiring as well. And as you might tell, that's actually to hide a boo-boo, because I tried to stamp this, and because I don't put the backs of the stamp on, I didn't know what was happening and the birthday was going everywhere. So hopefully that still looks quite pretty, and I quite like that. So my next one uses the little roses as well, and also some embossing. So I have taken some of the masks. Not sure if you can see. Oh, there you go, that's better. So I've taken some of the masks and I have embossed with the sparkly embossing paste. Then I have simply added that onto a Berry Burst background card base, and I have added Happy Birthday and Berry Burst using the retiring Happy Birthday Gorgeous stamp set. And then I've also used the classic label punch to punch that out. Isn't that gorgeous? And then the flowers are Berry Burst, stamped off Berry Burst and Pool Party, and then we've got Lemon Lime Twist for the flowers there. And I think that card's really rather cute. My next card is Pinterest inspired. So I have got a piece of So Saffron from the Subtles DSP. Now the Subtles DSP is retiring because they're bringing out different papers in the next catalogue. So if you like the Subtles or the current DSP in the colours, where you get, I think it's a line like this, a black, well, I'll show you in a different video and linked in below what the different designs are. Oh, sorry, you can see my belt. So we've got Happy Birthday, which is from the Hostess stamp set, hand delivered, and then we have got Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, Mango Melody and Grapefruit Grove swirly flowers, and then this is from the swirl as well. So this starts out looking like this, and I've just chopped it up to make the flowers, and then I have added it onto a Whisper White note card and a Whisper White piece of card, and that's stamped in Mango Melody as well, and it's Daffodil Delight square. So this originally on Pinterest, but I changed it up slightly because I wasn't so keen on so much white around, so that's why I've added the piece of DSP for a little bit more colour. I think I found the all white a bit difficult to deal with. So my next card is also Pinterest inspired. I've got the Happy Birthday from hand delivered again, and then I've got a piece of the Tranquil Textures paper underneath the swirl, and I think that's quite appropriate for a boy's birthday or somebody who doesn't like pink, but I think that looks quite nice. And then I've got it on a Night of Navy card base and stamped in Night of Navy as well. So what I started with was a card which was the same size as the layer that I wanted it to be, and then I trimmed it off, and then what I did then was to stick this side and part of this side onto the paper, and then work out how much more I need to chop off to make it the right size to fit the card. So this was inspired by Pinterest as well. This is my second version of this card. So I think I've got the first version. No, I haven't. So I originally made this a while ago in retired colours. So I decided that I was going to make it in newer colours. So what I have done is taken the different colours are Granny Apple Green and Pear Pizzazz, Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. I've got Highland Heather and Blackberry Bliss, So Saffron and Kush Curry, Berry Burst and Rich Raspberry, and Flirty Flamingo and Blushing Bride, and that's Night of Navy again. So I have added it to a Night of Navy layer and added a layer of Night of Navy down the side that covers a multitude of sins, and then added it onto a white card base. Now, like, as I said before, I tend to not add sentiments, so I can decide what sentiment's going on here, whether it's have fun, miss you lots, happy birthday. So that's why it hasn't got sentiment on. And then the next card that I've remade is this one. So this was a card that I made a while ago using Tempting Turquoise, and I have remade it in Highland Heather. And I stamped out the roses, and then I masked them so that I could put different layers of roses, and then I masked that as well to put different layers of the leaves on. Then I masked all of it to stamp the background with lots of different splodges. So this would work in any colour. I think it's a really pretty card. And then I have added the faceted gems onto it as well. And again, you could use any sentiment on here. I think anything would suit it. I think it looks gorgeous as it is. And also you don't always have to put a sentiment on. So this next card is a remake as well. I originally made it in Peekaboo Peach a while ago. So we have got a Daffodil Delight. Nope, it's So Saffron background. Sorry, So Saffron card base. We've got black or basic black card, and then I have got Throw Kindness Around like confetti from Jar of Love in a basic grey ink, and then we've got So Saffron flowers, we've got Blushing Bride flowers as well, and Flirty Flamingo flowers, and then we've got Granny Apple Green for the leaves, which are stamped off, and I think that looks really rather cute. So if I bring in my original, which was made a while ago, as you can see, this is my inspiration, and this is my current card. I think they both look pretty, so I do tend to do that, and that is inspired by Pinterest. Then I have got a Night of Navy and Gold card, which again I would add a sentiment to make it look pretty, and then I've just cut it out in the foil, and I think that looks really rather gorgeous, and then just cut a strip of gold to cover the line between the Whisper White and the Night of Navy. Again, this card was cased from Pinterest, so I've seen it on a number of people's websites, so I'm not sure who I cased it from. So Tracy May had one, and Pirouette had one on Pinterest as well, so I'm not really sure. I think it might be Tracy May from Bedlands and Butterflies. So this is So Saffron, and then random stamping, and then obviously we've got leaves and a birdie which is stamped out, and then we've got a thank you, but I'm not really sure where this thank you came from. But it is a gorgeous card, and I'm sorry if I can't mention who it came from Pinterest, but I did love it. And this is another Pinterest inspiration. So we have a boat. So this is using Night of Navy, Balmy Blue, and So Saffron, and then I also used Bermuda Bay for the ocean. And the So Saffron went a bit wrong, so what I did was took a watercolour pen, or watercolour pen, the water one. I think I have one here. So okay, so I took one of my watercolour pens and I just coloured around the So Saffron to hide the problems that I had with the ink, and I think that looks really rather cute. So I'll be giving this to my partner's brother-in-law who likes boats. And you can't go through this set without having a kite card. So Thanks for Lifting Me Up is from the Lift Me Up stamp set, which I absolutely adore, which is also retiring. And then I've used Night of Navy and Bermuda Bay on this card. And if it goes wrong, it doesn't matter, just fill in the white gaps. And I think people like receiving a card whether it's perfect or not. And then I have a smile card. So this is using the Calligraphy Essentials stamp sets, and then we've got Bermuda Bay, Poppy Parade and Granny Apple Green roses, and then we have simply got a Whisper White card base. So again, this was taken from Pinterest, but it was taken from a different stamp company. So there's nothing to stop you using inspiration from different stamp companies or from anywhere really to make a card. So this is Pear Pizzazz, Floaty Flamingo and Blushing Bride, and then you might be able to see I have actually covered it in glitter pen. So the Wink Stella will work with that as well. And then I've got May Your Day Be As Wonderful As You from the Cake Soiree suite or stamp set, which is absolutely gorgeous. And I think this would be a perfect birthday card for anybody. And I love that, it's gorgeous. And then last but no means least, I have gone for Mint Macaron, So Saffron and Blushing Bride. And I hope your day is as amazing as you from the Incredible Like You stamp set. And that is actually stamped in soft suede. No, it's not, it's Early Espresso. So when I was looking for colour combinations, it came up with Mint Macaron, So Saffron, Blushing Bride and Early Espresso. So I think that's quite an interesting combination. And I think that, oh, sorry, I just knocked my belt again. I think that's a gorgeous, gorgeous card. So if you like my cards, please let me know. Oh, actually I found one. That's a good point. Here we go. So this was the last one I've made this afternoon. And it took me a while to work this one out. And it's actually because I had flowers left over. So I have used Pear Pizzazz, Balmy Blue, Pool Party and Floaty Flamingo. I've cut out some of the flowers and then stuck those onto the stalks. And then I've added a piece of Pear Pizzazz Subtles DSP behind to make it look really rather cute. So I do like that. So if you have any questions, please let me know. You can contact me at claire@handmade@hudsons.co.uk. You can find me at handmade@hudsons.co.uk. You can find me at Pinterest at handmade@hudsons-papercraft, and I have started up a last chance to buy board for all the stamp sets that I love that are going, so that you can see what you can make with them. Thank you very much for pressing play on the video. All the pictures will be in my gallery, linked in below. And if you've got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for pressing play. See you soon. Bye.